Okay, sorry. I was just messing with my monster game and I'm just going to hit refresh here to reload the page right from the very beginning and just show you a couple things to get through this lab. I know it's long. I know there's lots of things to look at. I'll just take you through a couple of quick things. Over here, this is where your text is going to be, and over here is where you're playing with the monster. And you can do things over here where there are lines of code like this. You can Control D or Command D on that, and that's highlighting in red the whole world. And if I do the same thing here, it highlights in red just the workbench. And if I do the same thing here, it highlights in red just the monster. And then there's a couple of other things you can look at here. I'm just going to skip a few of these things because you can play. I'm going to do another execution of this line of code by holding down my control or my command key, depending on what machine you have. And look, that set the size of the monster. You can play with those numbers. You can get different sizes there. And then I'm going to grab the rectangle and I'm going to say, all right, I want to set the size of the rectangle again, a Command D. Oh, and I didn't do it right. Oh, I'll show you what I have to do. Sorry, I forgot this step. I have to get a halo and I have to rename this thing. I don't want it to be rectangle. I want it to be board, like the playing board. Hopefully you're not bored. And we are going to go Command D on this thing, and that sets the size of it. And then I can drag it somewhere. And dragging is this D halo button. And do you see it's sort of calculating the point where this thing is. And that's much better than just dragging it around the screen, which I do sometimes without getting the halo. You can check to see if you've done everything you needed to do on page 2 by hitting Command D here, and it says OK down here. Again, more things with checkpointing if you wanted to, and to save your work and to go back. But for right now, what I want to do is I want to grab the monster and I want to put it on the board, and I want the board to own that monster. That's why I'm grabbing and not dragging. The monster is now owned by the board. If I take this line of code that's over here and do a Command P. This is kind of a mess, but just bear with me. Command P, what it's asking is it's saying, please run this code and tell me what the answer is. And it goes blah, 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 board. So the owner of the monster is board. That's basically what it's saying there. And there's other ways to accomplish that. But I can also set the monster position by going Command D, and it can be jumping around and you can play with that. I'm going to go right into this next set of slides, which is an inner slideshow, but I'll stop this one right here. Okay, so we're getting going on this. Hang on, come back to the next video.